Welcome back to Hey, Hold My Beer, even though we're having coffee this morning. But anyway, thanks for joining me, and we'll talk this morning a little bit about your softener operation, setting up softener run lengths, how you do that, why it matters. And first, let's take a look at the softener because the softener system is going to consist of your resin, but your resin doesn't fill this whole thing up. It'll only fill it up to a portion, and you should be able to see that the high light in there, that's dead space, or the space available for the backwash. The resin is the dark below. Now, if you look closely, you'll see what looks like to be orange on the top of it. Okay, and that's good for the moment. We can set it back. So that orange is actually iron, and we won't talk about it just right yet, but we're going to talk about iron cleaning and why this is all important. Um, but the softener run length is really going to be determined by the hardness in your water and the amount of resin that's in here. Most home softening units will have 1 cubic foot of resin. Um, and the hardness then determines how much water can go through before that ion exchange resin is exhausted. Now, you can do all of this yourself, but to do it yourself, you're going to need to have, drum roll please, a test kit. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, geez, it's going to get complicated and I got to test things and this and that. Well, yeah, you can either hire someone to come in and do this, and what they'll do is they'll come in and they'll test your water, they'll set up your softener for you, and then they'll go away. They'll charge you some money to do all that, and that's great, and they may do a great job. But what they won't do is they're not going to be here at the end of that run length that they've calculated to test it to see whether it's actually working or not. And that's where 99% of the problems occur. They set it up based on what they think are good assumptions, but they're not there to actually test to see if it works. So somewhere down the line, you're having problems. You call them back in, they charge you more money, they test it, they retest it, they set it up differently, and they go away again. Well, when you have a test kit, you take control of your system. You take control of your softener, your equipment, and you're able to decide and determine at the end of that run length, is it really soft or not? If it's still soft, can I get a little more out of it, or do I need to back it off? Um, but to do that, you're going to need to have a test kit. Now, the test kit that I use is a Hach test kit, a Hach, Hach. It's total hardness and calcium. But Hach it's a fine test kit, but there are plenty of them available out there. Um, as far as the test, if you can count drops, normally you're gonna put in what they call a buffer, 3 drops of this, then you're gonna put in an indicator, makes it turn purple, makes it turn pink, and then you're gonna add some more drops to get a color change. The color change for hardness is typically gonna be blue, so kind of an aqua blue. If you can count that, this test kit is kind of nice because 1 drop pretty much approximates 1 grain of hardness. How much hardness do you want in your water coming out of your softener? For your home use, usually 1 to 2 grains of hardness is perfectly acceptable. So um, you can set these things up. I've got it set up. On this softener, it's showing me I still got 77 gallons left before it's going to want to regenerate. I'll probably test it before regeneration, but I have a high degree of confidence. I've been doing this for a while now, and I know zero. You don't want it to be hard right at this thing gets to zero, because what the way these are set up is it'll regenerate in the middle of the night when there's little or no soft water usage. So you put in a safety buffer. For our home here, it's about 50 gallons. So 50, 60 gallons of water, I know that I've got a safe buffer that it'll plan on regenerating tonight. So if we take a shower or we do an extra load of laundry, we're still going to be okay. Um, so the next time we're going to chat, a little bit about this whole iron thing. The iron thing is really, really important. And I'm going to tell you because it's probably fair to say that most of the problems that people think are hardness issues are actually iron issues. We're on a well water here, and the biggest problem that I have had that I had to address in our water system was dealing with iron. The hardness, it's relatively easy. That's what this unit is designed for. But this unit is not really going to be all that great for iron, but it's great for hardness. So we'll talk next time about cleaning the iron out of here, and then we'll talk also about getting rid of the iron to begin with. So thanks, and we'll see you next time.